Hey everyone, Linda here with you from Gunnut Lane Jewellery. Today we're going to be doing two chain links. They're really nice chain links. You could use them in like so many different ways. So if you'd actually like to learn to make those, then stay with me. I'll just grab all my supplies and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I'm back with you. Okay, so we're starting off, I'm using 18 gauge wire. For this one, you could do 20 gauge, maybe 22. You could definitely do a 16, but just be aware that it's going to be very hard on your fingers. Maybe you'd like to anneal the wire before you attempt that one. But if you've got strong fingers and, plenty of time to do it, then you don't need to anneal. Okay, so we're going to start off. I've got my 18 gauge wire here. I'm just going to grab my cutters and I'm just going to flush cut that end. And you're going to need a piece, what was it? Yeah, it's 4 centimeters and 1.5 inches. Yeah, 4 centimeters, 1.5 inches. Okay, I've already got a piece cut here, so the easiest way to do it is to start off and just cut all your pieces that you're going to be needing, or start off with, a few that you know you're going to need for sure. And then once your necklace starts getting, or your chain starts getting long enough, then you can just add some more if you need them. You know what I mean. Okay, so we've got, and flush cut the end each time as well. So you've got nice, nice finished ends. So I've started off with 3 pieces here. Okay, so the first one we're going to be doing is this link here. And I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this. This one here, you can see, has the longer part on the back. So we're going to do that one first. So in fact, I'm showing you 3, well, 2 links with 1 variation. That's probably a better way to say it. Okay, we're going to start off with our piece of 1.5 inch wire, 4 centimeters. And we're just going to come down about, I'm going to guesstimate that that's about 1 centimeter, which in inches would be 1, 2, 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so we're just going there and we're just going to bend. And you're going to bend it until it touches your finger. Like that. So you end up with that shape. If you can see that there. Okay, from here, we're going to come up and we're going to leave a bit of a gap there. That's probably 1 to 2 centimeters gap there, millimeters there. And we're just going to bend that. And bend it back so it's in line with the other one coming up the other way. If you can see it there, what I mean. So it's in line. So it's not in the middle, it's to the side. So when it's actually on the chain, you can't see the other side from the front. We'll do that again. So we're coming down 1 centimeter or 3/8 of an inch. And we're just bending. You've got your palm up like this when you're holding your pliers. Oops. Hold on to it. Oh dear. And bend it till it touches your finger. So you have that shape there. It's a very easy chain link, but it's once you get going with it, it's very fast and it's very effective on a necklace or a bracelet. Okay, we're coming up that 1 to 2 millimeters there, and we're bending down so it touches the other one there. Now we have to make sure that, see, now what I've done here is I've made that a little bit too, I didn't go up far enough on the thing, so this here, when I turn that over, it's going to interfere with the way that the chain hangs. So I'm just going to trim a little bit off this one. So it's very easy to correct if you make a little bit of a mistake like that. So if you can see there, that's going to make it hang and it'll, move a lot easier. Just grab that, push that in a little bit. and I'll straighten that up. There we go. So then you just hook it in and make sure you've got it up the right way. So you've got the front of your is here, so the front of this one is here, so you hook it into the back of that one there. Make sure you leave enough of a gap. Maybe don't push it down so hard. That's easy corrected. Okay, pop that one in there. And then just flatten down the other one so it stays in place, so the other link can't jump out. Okay, so there we go. There are our links together. So I've shown you that in the full length. I'll show you again. So that's what it looks like when you put it all together. Now I'll show you the other way. Like this. So what we're going to do for this one, let's make sure our wire's nice and straight. So we're going to start off the same way, coming down the 1 centimetre or 3/8 of an inch, and bend it. Now with this one, how did I do that? Oh, I remember. So you're basically going to make it exactly the same way. Bring it down like that. Grab your cutters. And we're going to cut some of that off. You're better to leave a little bit more than you think than to cut too much off and you don't have enough. So I'm just going to take a small piece off like that to start with. I need to cut another piece now to okay, we'll measure that out. Centimetres, or what did I say, 1.5 inches. I'll cut 2 just to be on the safe side. There we go. Okay. I don't know what it is, but I always feel rushed when I'm doing these videos. I don't want to hold you guys up too long, and I don't want to fiddle fat ass around, so yeah, but I still need to take a second to sort of think what I'm doing so I don't make a mistake. Okay, so second one, coming down that 1 centimetre and bending. And then coming up from the other one and bending over again. Actually, I didn't come up far enough on that one. There we go, that's better. And cutting off just a little bit to start with. Okay, now with this one, it's basically the same thing. You're just hooking it in there like that, grabbing your round nose pliers, turning this one over. So it's making more of a loop, if you can see that. Actually, I want that more into the middle. Not all the way in the middle, just a little bit to the middle. Now that's a little bit long. That's what I mean, you're better off leaving a little bit more than you need. Just trim off a little bit again. What we're aiming at, I'll just cut this and I'll tell you, is to make sure that this other one can swing freely. So you don't want it too tight, like to make these loops too small, otherwise it won't swing freely. If I was to move that down much more than what I've got there, and actually I can take a little bit off this other one, so you're just adjusting all the time. So you just look at it and see, take a little bit off that one. pop it in. So I'm still learning with this link because I just came up with it yesterday actually, and so I haven't had much time to play around with it. And close it up a little bit more, just making sure that can still move freely. And then you'd add your other link into that one and do all the adjusting that I just showed you then. So I'll show you that again on the actual chain I've made here. So it's just a bit cleaner from the front if you look at it. I think anyway, just a bit cleaner. Wait a minute, where's the front? There we go. Yeah, that's the front. Then this one. If I show you this from the front, it just looks a bit cleaner. Okay, so that's that one. I haven't got anything I can show you in because I haven't put it into a piece yet. As I said, I just started the link yesterday. The next one is this one here. Okay, for that we're going to need, I've got some pieces already cut. Now I've forgotten what I cut them at. Just give me a second, I'll measure one. So that's 1 and, what is that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 3/8. Is that right? I think I've got that right. I can't remember inches anymore, how that works. So in centimetres, it's 3.5 centimetres. Okay, for this one, we're going to need round nose pliers. Now, I suggest you use a smaller pair, not smaller as in the length of your thing, but in your width of your diameter of your actual noses on these. You could do it with the normal pair this size. You could do it, most definitely do it with those, but I suggest. Okay, we're just going to turn a loop on the end. I'm right at the end of my pliers there, and I'm turning that loop nice and tight so it touches the other wire, and then bend that back. It's not particularly great there, but anyway, yeah, bend that back so you've got more like an eye pin look there. And then on the other side, you turn it the opposite way. So I find it easiest to remember that is just to hold it in my fingers like that, and I know I've got it the right way up, and then turn a loop going the opposite way, and then bend that back. Close that back up if it's not closed properly. So you've got that look there. Now, I was going to say you can hammer these now, but I don't know that I would. Excuse me, I'm just going to take a sip of my drink. Because it might make it a little bit harder for you to bend, so I wouldn't do that now. Okay, I'm holding that right in the middle and towards the tip of my pliers. Actually, a little bit more in than that. And I'm just going to bend that upwards like that. And then with the box part of your pliers, and not all of them they do have it, but see how little this one is on this one, so you can't really do it with these ones. It makes it a little bit hard. So hopefully you've got something with a bit more of a box. Excuse me. We're going to place that inside and give that a squeeze, just like that. So this one gives it strength because you've got one loop going one way and the other loop going the other way. So it's going to be very hard for them to open. If you had them both going the same way, it'd be a lot easier to open, is probably how I should have explained it. Okay, so we've got that one. Now we're turning a loop on this side. and around, making our eye pin, well, sort of eye pin, not perfect eye pin, close enough. Okay, and then with this one, you thread it through like that, making sure again that you've got your loop on the one that you just threaded through going down. And turn another loop. And give that a bend back. Now we're here, we're going to make sure that our crossbar thing is both, just straighten that up a little bit, are both facing up. And then you're going to come to the end of your pliers like that, and you're going to push up. Now you probably won't get it all the way, and you don't want it to go all the way, because otherwise this one here is going to be very tight and it won't move around. So, and also too, I've got a distance now between this one and that one, which happens, it's just the way it is. Best way to fix that is to start closing it. Don't close it all the way up. And then get your pliers in there and pull it up and straighten it like that before you close it up. So that's our second one on. I'll just show you one more time and then we'll be done. So we're going to turn our loop there. Then we're going to pop it onto our link through those two links at the top. Turn another loop, going the opposite way, bending that one back, like that. Oops, get that in the middle, bend it up, stopping when you can feel it. You can kind of feel it that you can't really push it any further unless you forced it, so you don't want to force it. Popping those in between there, going halfway in, having a look, seeing if your loops are lined up. If they're not, push them into place, and then closing. And if it's still not right, pop it back in and give it another squeeze down. There we go. And what I was going to say too, if you around those pliers don't have this box part in it, maybe you've got another pair of pliers that you could use to do that. If not, I would suggest just using a pair of flat nose pliers or something to close that. I haven't tried it, but I'm sure it'll work. Anyway, that's our other link there. You can make that, I've got a piece here to show you. Yeah, you can make that in a bigger link as well if you wanted to make it bigger. Obviously, just cut more, exactly the same technique, just cut more wire. And I think for this one, I might have cut an inch. Yeah, 4 centimeters. Yeah. Is that what I'm thinking? No, an inch. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, just cut a little bit more wire than what I suggested for the smaller one. Just play around with it and see what you come up with. But I think it looks quite effective in the bigger link as well. All right, guys. Well, that's all I've got. Oh, okay. I wanted to mention something else. My pliers. Remember in my last video, I mentioned that my flat nose pliers broke. These ones here, you can see they're pretty much useless. This part here that does the thingy broke on them. So I ordered another pair and I got these, which are nice pliers. But look at the difference in the width of those. I thought they were pretty much the same, but they're not. So these ones were from Beadsmith. So I contacted Beadsmith and told them what had happened, that I'd only just had them just 6 months and they broke. And so they're going to replace them for me. So I just want to say, you know, hooray for Beadsmith. Thumbs up to them for coming to the party and doing the right thing and replacing my pliers. And you know, they've got to come from America, obviously, so that's postage on them, which is not the same as if it would be local postage. So I really appreciate it. I just want to say thank you to them for that. All right, guys, that's enough of my gabbing. I will catch you all next week in the next video. Everybody take care, be safe, and have a good one. See you all later. Bye.